This is the best luxury intro watch that you need to get right now. This is the watch that is going to be the most bang for your buck. This is an unboxing and first-hand review of the Cartier tank. Excuse me while I just cover up this crazy pimple.
A few moments later.
If you're new, my name is Lance with Super Studios, and this is going to be an unboxing of the Cartier Tank Must. Introduced in 1918, the tank was created by Louis Cartier. Lines and proportions were similar to that of the Rednall tank, only fitting to get the color that you're about to see in a moment. Highly coveted and very, very timeless, worn by the elegant Princess Diana, Jeff Goldblum, Yves Saint Laurent, former First Lady Jackie Kennedy. Variants include the Tank Anglaise, the Tank Americain, the Tank Française, the Tank Normal. Am I missing anything? Oh, and the one I'm about to unbox right now, the Tank Must. And you might be wondering why I'm on the floor. I just think it's very photogenic. This could be the perpetual backdrop for any of my unboxing or future unboxing videos. But without further ado, reference WSTA0056 for those who care about that. The Cartier tank. There's something about a red box, by the way. There's something really, really cool about a red box. Oh my God, it's summer and it's so hot right now, but we're doing this on the floor. None of that crazy theatric stuff. Here it is. Green dials, again with the green dial. I love a good green dial. Here we go. You have that beautiful cushioned pillow. Setting this aside, we're gonna open the mold. I don't know what you call this. You have typically you have two little documents in here. One is going to be the certificate with the serial number for those who care about that stuff, and then literature about quartz battery movement. First impression, look at this. Photographs don't do it justice. I mean, the green on video, I can just tell right now, it looks so sprightly, bright green. But removing that protective case here, how does that look? How does that look, friends? Green lacquered dial, quartz movement. It's going to be my first quartz movement watch. Steel sword hands, no numerals, just very clean dial. So take a look. You have blue cabochon sapphire on the side. Thickness is about 6.6 millimeters. I don't know if you can see that, 6.6. You have that beautiful green kind of croc dial, matte croc dial finish. Stainless steel in the back. Beautiful, just clasp design here. But let's go ahead and try her on. Here we go. You know, this is gonna be my first quartz watch. And it kind of reminds me in a way of like, I'm gonna make another comparison again. It kind of reminds me of my very first Movado watch when I was just starting to collect watches. I was probably 18 or 19, I got a Movado watch. But in terms of the simplicity of the dial, just how elegant it looks, I to this day still don't think that a dress watch is just a dress watch. It can be worn casually. Today I have a button down with slacks, but you can just as easily wear this with a shirt, and oh my God, it looks so good. It looks small on my wrist, but I think, you know, what we tend to observe is, and I'm just rambling at this point, we tend to observe just oscillation and dial sizes, it's almost like tailoring, you know? It went from tailored thin lines in the early 2000s, the 2020s, and then now we're playing with proportion, we're playing with fullness, we're playing with looseness, we're playing with movement. And I think the same thing is gonna be said for like dials. It just goes back and forth, and I think, I mean, as someone who's 5'8" with a medium-sized wrist, it's about like 16 or 17 size wrist. Even a small dial like this looks good. You have silver in the green accent. I don't know what to say. What more to say about this? It just looks really handsome on the wrist. And you know, if you wore jeans and t-shirt, this is the 40 mil right next to it. If you can see at a distance, right here, or close up, 40 mil, IWC, classic. Cartier was, you know, honestly, a green dial was definitely on my wish list. Yet again, I mean, surprise, surprise. Cartier tank and the Santos Dumont, I mean, those are just very classic silhouettes. I mean, I understand now the inspiration between the lines, like the design supposed to be reminiscent of a Renault tank. I see it completely, but just a beautiful colored dial on the wrist. What would be cool though is if Cartier released like stone colored dials. I feel like we're seeing a lot more stone dials on watches. I think that would be really cool to have a bit of stone masonry, stone selection. If you have like a lapis dial again, a tiger's eye, a malachite dial, that would be so freaking cool to have. But just the overall silhouette, I mean, worn casually, worn informally, or dressed up, it looks just very clean on the wrist. I don't know, guys, you tell me. I mean, this looks, does it look good? How does it look on the wrist? If you want to avoid the wish list and just have something recognizable and beautiful and a wonderful entry point into the luxury watch world, you tell me. Cartier, I think that's the way to go. If you're still thinking, should I or shouldn't I? You want something recognizable, but something timeless. According to Morgan Stanley 2024 report, Cartier is still only number two to Rolex in terms of gross volume sales globally. I mean, in my opinion, if you wanted something that's on your wrist and something that's incredibly timeless, and something that, you know, watches can be stratospheric, as you know, and but if you want something that's a little bit better than consumer tech and something that's not quite a Casio, maybe explore Cartier. I reckon that this is probably the best value for your dollar, even in today's, like, it's 2025, the watch currently retails for, I think, $31.25 or $41.25. Yeah, but I think just on the wrist it sits beautifully, and for any occasion, it's just something that you'll be able to wear and enjoy. The service cycle for most quartz watches is 8 years. It's always recommended to replace by the 8th year, else an old dead battery can kind of corrode the mechanism inside. But if you just want something that's just great on the wrist, and I don't want to say it's a beater watch, but this has, depending on where you are in the collection, this could be your beater watch. There is an automatic version of this watch in a large model Cartier tank with yellow gold, double the price. I think this really scratches the itch if you're looking for something dress, something functional, something that's just presentable in any occasion. Cartier Tank Must is the way to go. You know, in terms of the design language, there's really just, it just sits beautifully. I think for optimal value, Cartier Tank Must is the way to go if you're looking for just a beautiful entry point into the luxury watch world. You tell me, a timeless classic or something that's incredibly overplayed? You let me know in the comments below. Appreciate each and every one of you. This is the unboxing and review of the Cartier Tank Must. If you must totally get this watch. It's good value. You let me know in the comments. Should I have gotten green? Should I have gotten the automatic? Should I have gotten something completely different? You let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next review. Ciao, ciao. Does it do anything to it? Okay.